old boyfriend back with another booty bonanza, and this one is a few months late. So sorry about that. We're talking about the Socal Retro Gaming Expo, which took place in February, I believe. So yeah, I'm a little late on this one, but good things. I had high hopes for this expo, and it delivered. It absolutely delivered. It was bigger, better, got to see lots of friends, lots of good memories were made, but I went there for one reason and one reason only, and that was to finish the Super Nintendo set. Would I be able to find the final two games that I needed to complete my set? Let's find out. Darkwing Duck, When There's Trouble You Call DW. As I said, got to see lots of friends there, some people that I don't get to see enough, and one of those people was Wood from Beat 'em Ups, and he just gave me this. I love Darkwing Duck, and he just said I could have it, and it's great. I can't get enough. There's not enough Darkwing Duck merchandise out there. You guys like Darkwing Duck? Yeah, there's not enough. I love that show. It's so good. I hope it's on that Disney Plus streaming service. Wouldn't that be great if they put all the Disney afternoon cartoons? Oh, I'd love that. Anyway, moving on, there was a booth. So this is kind of interesting. I had done a claim sale for this particular item, and they forgot to send it to me. I think it was Game Swappers. And that's fine. That's cool. People make mistakes. That's fine. But they were there at the expo, and I went up to the guy and I was like, I got this thing off a claim sale on Instagram, and he never sent it to me. And he's like, oh, you know what? I can bring it tomorrow, and I won't charge you for shipping. I'll give you that in credit if you want to get anything here, if you want to look around. And I was like, oh, great. So basically, I paid $5 for this, and that is Mankind. It's a Mankind figure. Remember Mankind? Hell in the Cell, lots of great stuff, Mick Foley. Yeah, just a fun little thing that I wanted to get. And you know, I just don't like when these figures stay on their card. They're not meant to be on their card, they're meant to be opened. So, oh yeah, that is, fresh plastic like that. Look at that. Yeah, he can do the mandible claw. Love it. Anyway, and then I was poking around, seeing what else they had, and they had some Switch games. And I saw one that I've been wanting for a while, but it's one of those Nintendo branded ones, and Nintendo games almost never go down in price. But I thought this was a really good price for this, and I've been hearing nothing but great things for it. So I picked it up. It is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So if you've never played this, it kind of plays like XCOM or like a Final Fantasy Tactics. And I've never really played those games before, but I'll tell you, I absolutely fell in love with this game. It is so flippin' good. Have you guys played it? What do you think? Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I can't get enough of it. There's so much to do in it. It's a very long game, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it. So I got that. And then I've been really getting into getting console cases or cases for consoles. I don't know another way to say it. And I'd been looking for one for this system because I was about to be traveling. That's why this is a little bit late. I was traveling the last couple of months, and I wanted to pick up a Game Boy Advance case. Yeah, for my Game Boy. So this is great. It holds the Game Boy, my backlit modded Game Boy Advance, right in the front there, and then it's got a little pouch in the back that you can put like chargers and stuff. I have a 3DS charger in there for some reason right now. But anyway, these are really cool, and it was funny, a little story about this. I think I paid $1 for this. It was in one of those like grab bins that you'll find underneath booths at a lot of these expos and stuff. So I found it for $1, and I was like, oh, that's great, I'll pick it up. Well, that was on the first day, and somewhere along that first day, I lost it. Couldn't find it, and I was like, crap. And so the second day we went, I was with Chris Roberts. He came down to visit. And so the second day we were there, I was like, I really want to get a Game Boy Advance case. I can't believe I lost that one yesterday. And I found almost the same one. This one has like pink around it. I found one with blue, but the exact same thing at a different booth that had those little grab bins. But this one was $5. And I was like, I paid $1 for the other one. So I asked the guy, I was like, hey, do this for $1? And he's like, nah, man, sorry, five is the lowest I can go. And I was like, I just did not want to pay $5. I paid for a buck for it the day before. And I was like, thanks, but no thanks. You know, I'll keep looking around. Well, the rest of the day, I didn't find anything. And then right at the end of the day, Chris and I are kind of making our last round around all the tables, and there was this other booth that had one of those bins, and so I'm digging through it, and lo and behold, this popped up. And what was weird is that bin was like toys. It had nothing to do with games even, let alone a Game Boy Advance case. And I picked it up, and it was a booth that we had been to the day before. And so I asked the guy at the booth, I was like, hey, do you remember putting this in that tub? And he was like, I don't think so. And I was like, well, strange thing, yesterday I lost this at one of these booths, I think, and it very well could have fallen into there. And the guy was like, probably, take it. And I was like, all right. So I am like 99% sure this is the one that I had gotten the day before, and it had just fallen into that because I remember looking at that booth the day before. So anyway, I got that for a buck. Good deal. Whoops, Darkwing. Anyway, Nintendo Powers. Of course, the other full set I'm going for is Nintendo Powers. I'm getting very close. I think I had 13 left to get when I went to this expo, and I found some that I needed. Only 2. I got volume 178 with Pokemon Coliseum on the cover. Anything with Pokemon on the cover, always going to be more, but I got that for a good price, probably like a couple bucks. And then 189 with Star Fox Assault on the cover. Both ones I didn't have and I needed, which was great. And I did find one other thing, and this is cool because this was the last I needed of this little mini subset, and that was the Nintendo Power Index 2nd edition. So I had the 1st edition and the 2nd edition, and now, or sorry, the 1st edition and the 3rd edition, and now I have the 2nd edition. And this one has some neat scribbles and stuff in it, which I like. But anyway, so I completed that, which means subset complete! Amiibos. I have fallen far down this rabbit hole of Amiibos, and I have basically decided I'm going to try and get all the Zelda ones. I've got so many of them. They do great things in Breath of the Wild. I'm going to just try and get them all. 2 of the harder ones to get are, I'll just show them, the Wind Waker Zelda Amiibo. So you got Link and Zelda. These are hard to get. Mainly, this one is actually the hardest one to get because you could only get her in the 2-pack with both of them. They released Link separately, but Zelda you could only get in the 2-pack, and they had them both there, and I scooped them up, and it was funny because I got them right before Chris Roberts saw them, and he was looking for them too, and I got them, and he was like, oh, you got them for such a good deal, I'm so jealous. And I think that day, he went on eBay and bought his own, Amiibos because he wanted them. So that was funny, but I'm happy to add those to the collection. I get really worried though that like stuff like this is gonna break. I gotta put these on a shelf or something. I have most of my Amiibos in a box in the closet. Lame, I know, but whatever. How about we talk about some games, huh? Let's finally get to the games. This is a game expo, that's what I'm here for. This is another little subset I'm going for. You guys probably know about it. It's the Game Boy Advance video subset. Why I'm going for it, I don't know. They're stupid. They're not good. If you've ever watched one, terrible quality, but I'm obsessed with them. I don't know why. And I think there's 36 of them in total. And I finally made a list of what I needed. And you find these things at expos all the time, and they're usually in little like dollar bins, $2 bins. And that's exactly where I found all these. I don't think I paid more than $2 for any of these. I think a couple of them I paid $1 for, and they are, I gotta get these right, Volume 1 of the Fairly Odd Parents, right? Never watched that show growing up. That was a little bit after my time, but anyway. This one too. Volume 1 of Codename Kids Next Door. I believe there was only one volume of this one, but yeah. And then this one is actually, I believe, one of the harder to find Game Boy Advance videos. There's a video I watched on Nintendrew's channel, if you've ever heard of that. He does a great little video kind of going over all of them. And I think this is one of the harder ones, and that is Nicktoons Volume 3. Nicktoons Volume 3. So I'm not sure which Nicktoons are on here, but happy to have it. So getting close on that one. I'm over halfway on the Game Boy Advance videos, so I'm on the lookout for those. And then I managed to find a game for my ColecoVision. I've been slowly kind of accumulating ColecoVision games. I haven't played this one yet, so I don't know anything about it, so I'm sorry about that. But it was in great condition, and again, I think I paid like $1 or $2 for it, and that is Omega Race. Have you guys played it? What do you think? Do you need it's race, I don't know, do you need the driving peripheral? I don't have that yet, I'm looking for it, but yeah, Omega Race. And now, the creme de la creme, the Super Nintendo games. Did I find the final 2? No. But I did find one of them, and I believe it is the harder of the 2 that I still need. And what is it? It is Bronchi the Bronchosaurus. Bronchi the Bronchosaurus. So not the best condition, but to find this game loose is very rare. You almost always find it in the box, and it adds another $200 to the value. And I'm not about to pay $200 more for a box. You know that I don't like the boxes. So to find it loose is very uncommon, if not rare. And I found it. I got it for a great price. The guy really cut me a deal, and bam, Bronchi the Bronchosaurus, which means I now have all of the B letter games. So, subset complete. And that's it. That's all I got. I have one, count 'em, one Super Nintendo game left to get. What is it? It's Artie Lightfoot. I used to see it all the time back in the day, $30, and now it's like a $100 to $200 game. It's crazy how much that has gone up in price. I'm on the lookout for it. Hopefully I'll find it soon. I don't know, but I am this close. I am this close to completing that set, and I cannot wait until I get to finally say those 2 little words. I'm not going to ruin it right now. I'm going to save it for that video, but I want to thank you all for watching. I had such a fun time. If you ever get a chance, come out to the Socal Retro Gaming Expo. This year, it took place at the Pasadena Convention Center. It was the first time they had done that, and it was great. It was actually the closest Expo has ever been to me. It was 20 minutes away. So it was very fun. I loved it. I can't recommend it enough, and I'm going to leave you guys there. So, I got so close. So close to the end without screwing up, but whatever. Anyway, I'll leave you guys there. Until next time, boyfriend out. Peace.